What's going on out there, everybody? What's happening? The OCC, the Office of Comptroller Currencies, has now approved cryptocurrency and banks to be able to store your cryptocurrency. And we're going to talk about that in just one second. We back. And you guys know I've been on the front line for a while with this. My name is Eric Brent. EB Crypto is what they call me in this industry. And I've met a lot of powerful players in the cryptocurrency industry throughout the years. I've been in this industry since 1999. No, I'm lying. This industry only been going since 2008. So it's relatively a new asset introduced to the world, which is really one of the greatest inventions of in the financial world ever in financing. So I noticed I use that 1999 because I used to work at a barbershop. I used to cut hair. I owned a barbershop for quite a few years. And I noticed that every time somebody lies, they use a nine. So when you hear somebody say, back in 1959, you know they lied. Because a lot, I've noticed I always start with a nine at the end of the year. That's an old barbershop joke. But anyway, you guys, I've been, taught over 600 people in this industry. New people didn't know anything about crypto. I've taught at least 600, 700 people about cryptocurrency, how it works. And I usually start at the beginning and I teach people the whole concept. And right now we're living in a time where people don't really care. They care about some of the most trivial things that's going on in the world, and they're not really concerned about money. And I'm going to tell you something right now. We headed towards a time when every currency in the world is crashing simultaneously, and the central banks and the governments are looking for other resolutions. And the resolutions that they're coming up with are disastrous for the public in general in every country. And they've been working on this for 50 years. It's a 50-year plan. All you got to do is read Behold a Pale Horse. All you got to do is read The Creature from Jekyll Island. You read certain books and you'll see The Great Taking. You'll see this has been a plan for a while to crash the economies and then put you guys all on a digital currency that is totally controlled by the government. In fact, for you spiritual people who might believe in spirituality or Quran or the Torah or you read the Bible, in the book of Revelations, it talks about the mark of the beast. And so this is where we headed. And this is why I took it upon myself to be so serious about teaching you guys this. Well, anyway, let's go back and let's go into this article. Let's talk about this Comptroller, the Office of Controllers currencies that have approved now. Oh, it's okay for you guys to put your cryptocurrency in the bank and for the banks to oversee your cryptocurrency. Well, that is a disastrous idea because one of the things I've noticed is in centralized governments and centralized societies, which is what we live in, they call it the matrix, we have a thing where we volunteer incriminating evidence, or not just incriminating evidence, but evidence that's detrimental to us. I'm going to give you an example. First of all, cryptocurrency was created to keep you decentralized and to keep you anonymous. So you can have something of value nobody knows about. Okay? Now, let me go ahead and just share this article with you right quick because we're going to just go ahead and we're not going to talk long. I want to keep this video short and brief and to the point and just make my point clear so you guys understand what it is. I want to make it to where a baby can understand exactly what I'm saying. Here's the article right here. The OCC clarifies bank authority to engage in certain cryptocurrency activities and authority of the OCC to charter national bank trusts. Basically, what they're passing is a law now to where cryptocurrency can now be held by your bank. Now, I'm going to ask you this question. If you have something that is anonymous, if you have value that nobody knows because you have a wallet, a cryptocurrency wallet that doesn't have your name, doesn't have your social, doesn't have your address, you're just a digit. And this was one of the main reasons why they created a digital currency that was peer to peer. Let me correct myself, not digital, uh, decentralized digital currency. It's a big difference between a centralized digital currency and a decentralized currency. So the governments are heading towards the CBDC, a centralized bank digital currency that's going to be centralized, but with a decentralized currencies like Ethereum, Bitcoin, Monero, Litecoin, all these different post chain, these coins, nobody know you got them. So if you got $1 million or $2 million, why would you let banks know you have that money? Why would you let somebody custodian your value? That's the whole purpose of crypto, is to have something where you are your own bank. See? Because what's going to happen is in the law, it states anything you say can and will be held against you. Okay. It's the same rule in the financial world. I teach people this. It's the same rule in the financial world. So you mean to tell me if I tell the law something that's truth, you're going to use that against me? That's exactly what it says. Anything you say can and will be used against you. It's the same way in the financial world. It's the same rule of law with money. So with money, it's good that you have an object, not real estate, not gold. You have something that nobody knows you have. It could be very valuable. You can own millions of dollars and nobody knows you have it. Do you know how powerful that is? To have a spending value, to have a spending power that nobody regulates and it just keeps growing and growing and growing in value. This is the whole purpose of crypto. But the minute you merge your wallet with the banks, now they know who you are. Now your social, now your name, now you got to pay taxes on that now. See that? So this is a disaster, and this is set up for people who don't know. There's so many different things that I can teach you guys that I am excited about teaching people, and I've linked up with a expert team of individuals to teach so many other things of finance. I mean, I'm pretty much an expert in cryptocurrency, but I also have an individual that teaches trading cryptocurrency. I also have individuals that teach Forex. I also linked up with people that can teach stocks and all type of different trading expertise, mutual funds, whatever you guys want to learn. That's available here in the Family Cash Machine for you guys. I'll be making these courses more and more available for you guys so you can learn how to position yourself. No matter what happens in the world, you need to learn how to position yourself, because I'm going to close out with this. No matter what's happening in the world, I'm going to continue to close out with this. Whether it's disaster, whether there's war, whether there's rumors of war, whether there's economic depressions, recessions, somebody making some money somewhere, and you need to be one of them. And the only way that can happen is you start educating yourself about money, about assets, about transactions, about how to hedge yourself against inflation. And that's the other thing that crypto was made for. It's not just Bitcoin. Crypto was made as a hedge, meaning it was made to protect you from inflation, because it has nothing to do with interest rates. It has nothing to do with GDP. It has nothing to do with deficit spending. It's all about buying and selling. And there's only a set number of each crypto that's created. There's a set number. There's no inflation. There's nothing that can be just created. So whenever a crypto is made, that's the set. That's it. There's no more. It's from that point, as people start buying and selling that crypto, and then they have some cryptos that's actually what they call deflationary, where they're burning some so often, which makes it even more valuable because that supply is diminishing and the demand is increasing. So guess what happens then? The law of supply and demand means that the value will increase. So that's all I want to talk about today. I'm going to share with you guys, different things that you can do in this economy, because this is going to get tougher and tougher and rougher. And you're going to have to learn more. There used to be a time where we really didn't have to know economics. Now there's a time where you're going to have to learn it. And I'm the guy that's taking financial terms, elaborate financial terms, and bringing it down to layman's levels so you guys can understand exactly what this means. So it's not a good thing for the Office of Comptroller currencies to allow banks to now oversee your crypto. Don't do it. Don't do it. Keep it separate. Okay. So with that, I'm going to sign out, you guys. Like and subscribe to my channel so you guys can get more information. They got a lot of bots now trying to block me from getting you guys this information. There's bots now that they're using to keep Eric Brent, from sharing vital financial information with the masses, so you guys don't understand not to tell on yourself. So with that, I'm going to sign out, you guys. Deuces.
Cryptocurrency.